Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to George Finnie Stadium. It's the Battle of the Yellow Jackets as we are going to do battle in women's soccer. D3 coming at your hands. Waynesburg traveling all the way from south of Pittsburgh up here to the Cleveland metro area to take on the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Good evening, everybody. My name is Noah Ricks, giving you the play-by-play commentary here on Flow College. We thank you for watching tonight's soccer game. Tonight's Yellow Jacket women's soccer game is being brought to you by University Hospital's Drzinski Sports Medicine Institute, a proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, as well as BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. So, both teams are coming out onto the field right now. We'll be back here right after the national anthem and the starting lineups. You are listening to Yellow Jacket Women's Soccer on Flow College. We're back here. Yellow Jacket Women's Soccer on Flow College, about ready to get underway. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest on Flow College. And these girls are hungry here at Baldwin Wallace. 3-2. Outscored in their first 5 games, 11-2, and trying to get a little bit more confident as this young season goes on. This is just their 3rd game at home as well, 0-1-1 here at George Finnie Stadium. Their most recent game actually coming on Tuesday, where they fell short and they were shut out by that's not last Wednesday, at home against Allegheny, where they tied 1-1. Their most recent game was a shutout this past Tuesday at Ohio Wesleyan, so pardon me for the confusion. 3-0 was the loss in their most recent game. But looking to give Waynesburg a run for their money. Waynesburg currently 4-1 on the year. They started 4-0, but they traveled all the way out to Pitt Greensburg this past Wednesday, 2 days ago, where they fell short by just 1 goal, a defensive stalemate at 1-0. The offense just wasn't able to capitalize as they were shut out in that game. But now Waynesburg still huddling out, and they break the huddle. So we're about ready for the kickoff here at midfield. As we anticipate what appears to be a great soccer match. And number 34 for the Yellow Jackets of Waynesburg, that is Jules Moorbacher, getting ready to kick things off as Waynesburg is the road team. Off we go. Waynesburg controls it. And they try to get it down the other end. Trying to get some separation. Number 22, Abby Googie. And it's right into the defense. Good kick there by Baldwin Wallace. Trying to keep it in play, but falls out of bounds. It will be Yellow Jackets' ball. And they throw it in. Number 11 for Baldwin Wallace, Kaylin Rich, the junior. Got a piece of that on her foot. And the Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace will throw it in yet again. This is the battle of the Yellow Jackets. One team from the Pittsburgh area, one team from the Cleveland area, ironically enough. And a good kick, but well too far out of reach. We are playing 45-minute halves. It's 40 in high school, but a little longer here in college, as we have a 90-minute complete game. And Googie trying to get it back for Waynesburg. Good kickoff to her angle. Ball sails out of bounds, and Waynesburg will throw it in. Now it's number 34, Moorbacher. Trying to get some separation, but good penetration by the defense of Baldwin Wallace. Moorbacher trying to get it back, but taken by Baldwin Wallace. Now it's number 12, Elise Papp, the sophomore from nearby Bay Village. Now Papp trying to get the angle, but taken away by number 9 of Waynesburg, Haley Gilchrist. Gilchrist trying to get it in, and it's off the goalie, but good save here by the goalie. Nice save by Baldwin Wallace's goalkeeper. Appears to be number 1, Kelly Carver from East Amherst, New York. Ball goes out of bounds onto the track. A nice little save to start things off. Just about 7 minutes in, 7.5 minutes in to be exact. Googie trying to play defense on number 11, Kaylin Rich. They're standing around the corner. And Googie getting in there throughout the first 8 minutes of this contest. In a collision, no foul. That appears to be Rich around the corner. And that ball will roll out of bounds. And we do have a corner kick coming up. This is Ella James, the junior from Loveland. It went outside the corner, and the corner kick coming, and the goalkeeper able to save it for Waynesburg. This is number 0 for Waynesburg, Lex Greenleaf, the junior from Chester, West Virginia. Now it's number 13 for Waynesburg, Amanda Pepe. A good takeaway by number 12, Elise Papp. Taken back the other way by Waynesburg. This is Pepe trying to work around Elise Papp. And now it's number 24 for Waynesburg, Gracie Smith. Actually an Ohio girl. She is from Monroe, the young freshman. And Baldwin Wallace will throw it in from the sideline. They're trying to go a little 2-on-1 right there, but it appears Lex Greenleaf able to save it for Waynesburg. She boots it away, and it bounces off, and a good head bump. That was number 4 for Baldwin Wallace, Eva Messinger, the sophomore from Elma, New York. And now this is Googie getting it off to her goalie just to keep it away from Kaylin Rich. Now it's number 30, Reagan Mittendorf. Mittendorf, also an Ohio girl. She is from Bluffton. And it looks like Carver able to keep it away at the goalie position for Baldwin Wallace. Now this is number 3, Ella James, who had that corner kick just a few moments ago. And now number 8, Emma Luther. Emma Luther, actually from Pittsburgh, so coming all the way out here to Cleveland and playing against the school from her hometown area. So a lot of deep connections here on both sides. A lot of Ohio girls for Waynesburg. Some PA girls on the Baldwin Wallace side. And it's head up. Number 20 for the Yellow Jackets, Sophie Kirsten. Trying to play a little keep away. Now this is number 15, Miracle Hershey. Now number 10, Amanda Sweeney. Sweeney trying to get back for it. And now this is number 35. Unfortunately, not on my roster from what it appears. If I am reading that correctly, it is number 35. So we apologize. We don't have her on our roster. It goes out of bounds, and now number 35 to inbound it. For Waynesburg. Now this is Moorbacher. Trying to play with it with her head. Now Googie right there to take it back for Waynesburg. Right down the middle. And number 5 for Baldwin Wallace, Carly Barringer. Able to get a piece of that. She's playing a little hopscotch with it. Now Ella James. Losing the corner was number 9, Mia Fortunis. Mia Fortunis, actually from nearby Revere High School, just down south in Summit County. So, not going too far, most likely a commuter here at Baldwin Wallace. Taken right back by the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets. Moorbacher right there to track it down. Moorbacher keeps it away for the meantime, but number 42, Lexi Thompson, going back to get it for Baldwin Wallace, but the ball rolls wildly out of bounds after the kick. Getting it in for Waynesburg is now number 24, Gracie Smith. So actually, 2 of the first 4 games Waynesburg has won. They were shutouts, 4-0 at Mount Elysius and at LaRoque, 8-0. Just 1-1 on the road. That most recent loss at Pitt Greensburg is their only road loss. And now Smith to get it in on Baldwin Wallace's side of the field. Trying to get a little corner kick, but nothing doing as that took a bad bounce out. Now here comes a corner kick for Waynesburg. This is number 30, Reagan Mittendorf. She is a senior here for Waynesburg. Teams bunched up around the center, and a good keep away by the Yellow Jackets around that goal. Trying to go back to get it is Smith, but now tracking it down is Kaylin Rich, and Rich unable to save it in bounds as Smith will take it in for Waynesburg. And trying to get in there, getting tripped over was number 15, Miracle Hershey. But now 35 minutes over, just under 35 and a half minutes to be exact going in the first half, almost 10 minutes gone by here in this ball game so far. Both teams playing tough defensively to start, but still a lot of soccer to be played. Now she'll kick it in. Right there at the center, looks like that was Moorbacher. And that goes right to number 29, Jocelyn Stifler. Googie right there, kicks it away from midfield. Trying to track it down was Hershey. Right there around maybe center right for Baldwin Wallace. Looks like Jordan Becker, number 15. Trying to get out of Hershey's way was number 42, Lexi Thompson, but Thompson kicks it out of bounds, but last touched by Waynesburg. Gets it off to number 20, Sophie Kirsten. Now it's Thompson. Looks like she is going to kick it away from just shy of midfield. It's off and away. A good kickback by Waynesburg. Looks like that was Smith getting in the action. And sliding down to the ground was Thompson, and ball rolls out of bounds again. Waynesburg ball. Trying to get it off, Hershey. She was being heavily guarded by Sophie Kirsten. Yeah, hold on. We have a whistle going on the field. And it looks like we may have a penalty. No, excuse me, that may have been a violation. But now Googie to kick off from midfield. She gets a good boot into that ball. It's up for grabs. Taken by Baldwin Wallace for a brief second. And now here comes number 9, Haley Gilchrist. Gilchrist, shot blocked. Shot blocked by number 9, Mia Fortunis. Fortunis playing tough defensively. And now taking it in is number 4, Eva Messinger. Ella James now. She was being guarded by Gilchrist. Now scruffle for it. Moorbacher gets it away. And now Gilchrist Gets it off, and that was, looked like she may have been going for the kick or off to her teammate, either or. But now here comes Gracie Smith trying to get it in. Head bounce. Gilchrist just trying to get off of the two defenders and take it away by Mia Fortunis. Now this is Kaylin Rich. Kaylin Rich connects. They are down on the other end of the floor, other end of the field. Now that ball rolls out of bounds. We are in the 13th minute here in this first half. Now the goalkeeper for Waynesburg, Lex Greenleaf, keeps it away. Moorbacher trying to box out her defender. That is number 4, Eva Messinger. And good kick away. But right there for the taking is number 5, Carly Beringer. Senior from the Columbus area, from Blacklick. Played her high school ball at Bishop Hartley, one of the more renowned schools in the Columbus area. High athletic prestige. And trying to keep it in play for Waynesburg is number 13, Amanda Pepe. Going to be taken in by the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Right there. There is a lot of defense for Waynesburg. You get it right back to Greenleaf, who kicks it right down the middle. And now this is number 30, Reagan Mittendorf. And good hustle by Hershey, but Hershey being tracked away by Lexi Thompson. Lexi Thompson at the corner. Looks like a flag goes up there as the ball goes out of bounds on the sideline from the flag. Now here comes the goalkeeper, Kelly Carver, a junior to kick off. She gets it away, and good head bump by Hershey. Now a good cross kick. That was number 34, Waynesburg, Reagan Mittendorf. Ella James now feeds it off to Messinger. Messinger keeps it in bounds. But take it right back. That was number 29, Stifler. Beringer now. A little cat and mouse game out there right now for both Waynesburg and Baldwin Wallace. James. She was being patient with it. Feeds it off on the angle kick to Thompson. Now at the middle. It's Beringer. She gets it across the field. Baldwin Wallace is trying to get some good separation. And now this is number 8, Emma Luther. Taken right back by Waynesburg, but it goes off of Gilchrist out of bounds. So Baldwin Wallace will maintain possession. Ella James to throw it in. We're here in Berea, Ohio, at the historic George Finnie Stadium, a stadium that opened all the way back in 1971. It'll actually turn 54 years old about maybe 6 days from now on September 18th. So just under a week from now, it will turn 54 years old as part of a 6-month project started all the way back in March of 71 and finished right in time for football season. Definitely one of the more historic D3 stadiums in the country. As that ball rolls out of bounds. Now here comes the goalkeeper, Greenleaf, a junior from Chester, West Virginia, to kick it away to Googie. Googie, just a young sophomore from Jefferson Hills, PA. Now it's Waynesburg trying to get some good separation. Thompson had her foot on the ball. and trying to keep it in play. It appears, looks like number 20, Sophie Kirsten. And now that ball goes high up in the sky. And taking it is Gilchrist. Gilchrist just wasn't able to save it in play. The green and orange flag goes up at midfield, and Baldwin Wallace will get this possession back. A very close call, but the official right there to make the call for out of bounds on Waynesburg. Now it's out of bounds on Baldwin Wallace. And number 35 for Waynesburg will throw it in. It's in, gets it off to Moorbacher. Moorbacher trying to spin around, trying to get off of the corner. And a fight for it out of bounds on Baldwin Wallace. So Moorbacher gets another chance. She'll go out into the field at number 35 to throw it in. We apologize that we don't have her name. Unfortunately, it just did not show up on our roster. And it's away as it's number 11, Kaylin Rich. Trying to track it down for Baldwin Wallace. It appears to be Kirsten, and Kirsten shot blocked by Googie. A nice little shot block by Googie. And we just want to remind you that tonight's game is sponsored by Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global receiving company, and by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Proud sponsors of tonight's contest here on Flow College. And a corner kick coming up here for Baldwin Wallace's Ella James. Ella James gets her corner kick off. Trying to feed it into the defense, but taken away by the goalkeeper, Greenleaf. Some substitutions coming in as we are over 20 minutes gone by here in this first half. Just under 24 and a half to go in the first half. The soccer goal had to be adjusted a little bit. Now Greenleaf boots it off. Hand bumping at midfield was Elise Papp. Trying to sweep the leg was number 3, Ella James, but now Gilchrist feeds it off to number 35 for the take-in. And now we got a new substitution for Waynesburg. Jessie Jury, the freshman from Greensburg, PA. They feed it in. Now this is number 35, Carly Behringer. Swept away by number 4, Eva Messinger. We do have a new substitution for Baldwin Wallace. That is number 13, Cindy Mudge, the senior from Birch Run, Michigan. 5'8" out there on the field. Trying to get a little bit more of a height advantage here late in this first half. Almost halfway through. And right there for the taking is number 35 for Waynesburg. And it looks like we do have a foul coming up. A violation here on Waynesburg, as the play was stopped and a girl for Baldwin Wallace was tripped. But now they will kick off from around that 40-yard line. It was Lexi Thompson to kick things away. Trying to keep it in play now for Baldwin Wallace is Mia Fortunas. Fortunis just holds on to it, being guarded heavily by Jesse Jury. This was a heavy battle, but getting it inside was Ella James. Got that high soccer IQ where she just threw it in quickly. Did not give Waynesburg any chance. And now Googie. Fight for it. Baldwin Wallace keeps it on this side of the field. Googie taking it right back, but it looks like Googie wasn't able to control it. It's all about foot coordination. And she just wasn't able to corral it. But it is Waynesburg ball. Take it here is Ella James. Ella James feeds it off. Now up the middle. This is Kirsten. Kirsten trying to play keep away. They were coming in heavily. That was 2-on-1 there for Waynesburg. Baldwin Wallace maintains possession. Mudge was trying to get it off her foot. But now taken back by the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets. As it's Mittendorf, number 30. Here comes that kick. Kicked all the way by BW. Good, a head bump by Kirsten. Sweeping it away. This is now number 13, Amanda Pepe. Amanda Pepe definitely having herself a good shot percentage early on this season, 0.375 off of 8 shots. So definitely a force to be reckoned with. Definitely a girl to look out for if you're Baldwin Wallace. And there was a collision there between Fortunis and Amanda Sweeney around midfield. Waynesburg ball. Here comes Googie to kick things away. Taken by Gracie Smith. Trying to get the angle. Moorbacher was there, but good 2-on-1 for Baldwin Wallace. And it's kicked away by Ella James as Waynesburg tried to get the shot off, but the shot blocked. Just at the last second there, right there around that middle. Waynesburg, 29 goals on this year on 114 attempts. Their opponents, just 24 shot attempts and only 2 goals. So not giving them a chance to get any shots, but number 30, number 30, Reagan Mittendorf, gets it in and a goal for Waynesburg to make it 1-0 in the 26th minute. So Reagan Mittendorf gets the goal, her 3rd goal on this young campaign. So Mittendorf makes it 1-0 as it goes out of bounds. Number 16 trying to corral it for Baldwin Wallace. Maria D., the sophomore from Vermilion, played her ball at Elyria Catholic, just down the road. Now it's number 3, Ella James. So now Waynesburg opens up the scoring. And Baldwin Wallace has given up their 8th first half goal this year and their 12th goal overall. And BW is one of the more slower first half teams, shut out in the first half. So trying to tie it up would be huge before intermission. Blocked away by number 35 of Waynesburg. Trying to keep it away for Waynesburg. This is Amanda Sweeney. But going back to that kick, that good little kick, that angle kick by Mittendorf. She had the good distance. She had the good precision. She was able to do the rest there. Just accuracy. Accuracy is why she has been able to pick up some key goals in what is just now the 6th game here this season for Waynesburg. Taking it is Gracie Smith, number 24. Out of bounds, inbounding it will be Baldwin Wallace. As we are under 17 minutes to go in half number 1. Baldwin Wallace. They were able to tie it twice on opening day at Geneva, PA, where it was no score. And last Wednesday at home here against Allegheny, where they tied 1-1. And now here comes a substitution for Waynesburg. Number 6, Natasha Ward, a sophomore from New Cumberland, West Virginia. Out of bounds. And it's number 3, Ella James, to inbound for Baldwin Wallace. Now here comes a substitution for BW. Number 30, Addison Francis, the freshman from Northfield, played her high school ball at Nordonia, filling in for Sophie Kirsten. It's neck and neck between what was number 35 and Mia Fortunas. Now Googie taking it right back. A good acceleration by Googie, taken by Gilchrist. Gilchrist bumped up a little bit. And it's now number 8, Waverly Lauren, the junior from New Providence, New Jersey. Down around the middle, Moorbacher. It was too high, over the goal. Now here comes the goalie to kick things away, Kelly Carver. Carver gets a good boot into it. Mudge was around there for BW. Now number 14 in the game for Waynesburg, Bryn Kirby, the sophomore from Waynesburg. So a hometown girl playing for her hometown team. Googie gets it right away on that little trajectory angle with her kick. Ella James trying to keep it away from Amanda Pepe. And it looks like a collision there between Pepe and James. And it looks like Pepe a little frustrated with that call, as James will kick things away. A lot of tripping up. Skyrockets it down around midfield. It's now number 5, Carly Behringer. Carly Behringer, one of the senior leaders for Baldwin Wallace. 13 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Tonight's game being brought to you by Chuck Ra Tune O and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. And both teams are huddling around that middle of the field on the Baldwin Wallace side. As Reagan Mittendorf will get the corner kick off. And trying to get it in there was Moorbacher, but good save by Kelly Carver. Another save by Carver here tonight. It's Kelly Carver trying to come up in the clutch. Number 1, Kelly Carver, making her 5th start in the first 6 games for BW. Coming into this game with a .750 percentage and 24 saves and a 1.97 goal average. Definitely getting a lot of her key time in as she has played a majority of these games, 365 minutes and 18 seconds. Coming in to tonight, Moorbacher around there. And it's up and well too high for number 13, Amanda Pepe. Pepe had the good angle, but just too high. She had the distance too. And kick away by Carver. Now in the game for Waynesburg, it's number 17, Ryan White. Ryan White, freshman from Lewisburg, West Virginia. So you got this school down south of Pittsburgh, around the West Virginia border. So they do have a lot of good pickings. Ohio just around the border. West Virginia just around the border. But now here comes Googie trying to swipe away. And Googie definitely going to be called for that one. As she really just swiped down the defender with her leg. Now, just over 10 minutes ago here in half number 1, 1-0 Waynesburg over Baldwin Wallace here at George Finnie Stadium in Berea, Ohio. And bump off by Waynesburg, trying to get it for BW, was Mia Fortinas. Playing keep away again, now 2-on-1 as they get right out of it. Now this is number 16 for Baldwin Wallace, Maria D. Maria D trying to get it inside, but good hustle by the goalkeeper, Lex Greenleaf. Lex Greenleaf, the good fundamental chopping of the feet. She was able to hustle really quickly for that little save. As her goalie, Greenleaf coming into tonight with 11 saves and a higher percentage of 0.846. She is 3-1 as a goalie as well, so both teams playing their best goalies here in tonight's action. Now here comes number 3, Alex Delaney, coming into the game for Greensburg, the sophomore from Sturgeon, Pennsylvania. Played her high school ball at South Fayette. Now corner kick coming up for Mittendorf. The Ohio girl back in her home state. She'll try to get this corner kick away. And a bump away by Baldwin Wallace. Trying to track down the loose ball, but taken right back by number 29, Jocelyn Stifler. Googie finds her girl. That is number 8, Waverly Lorne. Time winding down here late in this first half with over 7.5 minutes to go. A nice little warm autumn night here in Berea. Ball sails out of bounds, number 35. Taking it back in. Now here comes number 7, Jesse Jury. Kicking it across the field. Now she's around the corner. Out of bounds. And it looks like Kelly Carver having the ball around the goal, trying to kick it away. Now here comes number 19, Bailey Olin, subbing in, the senior from nearby Medina. Medina also just down the road from Baldwin Wallace, about maybe 15, 20 minutes away from here. So definitely the nice little hometown connections. She's able to stay near home, going to her hometown school in Baldwin Wallace. Now fight for it. This is number 9, Mia Fortunis, around the corner. Not able to keep it in, but it looks like a corner kick coming up for BW. Both teams huddling around. This is Olin. A Medina girl trying to get it in for BW. It's up and away. Waynesburg right there to pick it away. Mittendorf, who has the only goal here in this first half. Oh, what a nice little tap and save by number 0, Lex Greenleaf. Greenleaf just high enough of a tip, as that could have been disaster. Sometimes you just need luck. And the luck really came towards Greenleaf's way. Hence the name Greenleaf. She really does have that clover Greenleaf. But now over 5 minutes to go in half number 1. As Waynesburg just barely holds on to this 1-0 advantage. Taking it right back for BW is Elise Papp. Now kicked away by number 30, Mittendorf. They throw it in. And good defense by Waynesburg's Bryn Kirby. But BW able to maintain possession as that ball went out of bounds yet again. Offense. They have been struggling to capitalize. And they are able to get a shot off, but blocked yet again on the save by Greenleaf. Both goalies here tonight are just doing everything they can. Cover having herself a night, despite that one goal. And Greenleaf definitely having herself a night. But now under 3.5 to go in this first half. It's now number 17, Ryan White. Trying to find some separation and out of bounds. Waynesburg ball. And now here comes another sub for Waynesburg. As that ball rolls out of bounds yet again, it's kind of been a tough stalemate around the sidelines for both teams as that once again rolls out of bounds. But Waynesburg just getting a little bit closer to that goal. And taken away is Baldwin Wallace. It appears Hard to tell from here. But that could be Addison Francis. And now here comes Fortunis. Fortunis not able to have the angle. Taken away by number 35. As we are approaching the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to be exact. Oh, she was tripped up by number 35. That was number 16, Maria D. Maria D took a hard hit to the field, to the floor, to the grass. Whether way you splice it. Baldwin Wallace possession, 2:01 on the clock here in half number 1. Bailey Olin. She is one of the senior leaders for BW. The clock is officially stopped and will not start back up until she can get it in. Now, Olin, take your time. So it's kind of interesting. You got a soccer game here tonight. You got a football game here tomorrow, BW taking on Wilmington at 1:30. And then you got a men's soccer game here tomorrow at 7 p.m. So a very busy weekend here for BW Athletics. And being tripped up appears to be Olin, falling hard on the turf. So Waynesburg getting a little bit chippy here late in this first half. As the clock rolling, getting close to 90 seconds. BW taking their time, 1:17 and counting. Now Googie gets it right away, but taken back by Pap, taken right back by Waynesburg. Now it's Pap again for BW, trying to get off of Mittendorf. And here comes number 30, Addison Francis. Googie really trying to track it down for Waynesburg around the corner. And once again, BW just being tripped up by the Waynesburg D. But Greenleaf, a goalkeeper, will take it here for Waynesburg. Under a minute to go in this first half. So all Waynesburg just wants to do is just sit on it. Kick sky high. The ball bumped up. Trying to play a little keep away. 16 seconds and counting. And now under 10 seconds. And that should just about do it here for this first half. As able to get it here for BW is Carver. But once again, Baldwin Wallace shut out in the first half for the 6th consecutive game to start off this season, trying to adjust in the second half. But 15-minute halftime here at George Finnie Stadium as the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets lead the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets 1-0. You are listening to Yellow Jacket Women's Soccer on Flow College. Tonight's Yellow Jacket women's soccer game is being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. So, Waynesburg got the upper hand in the first half in this battle of the Yellow Jackets. They lead Baldwin Wallace 1-0 thanks to a far distance kick by number 30, Reagan Mittendorf, who picked up her third goal of the season. So coming into this game, she had 8 points on her total, a 0.182 shooting percentage, as well as 8 shots on goal. The shots on goal percentage, 0.727 for Reagan Mittendorf, who is the senior leader for Waynesburg. And did we mention she is an Ohio girl? She played her high school ball in Bluffton, Ohio, which is about maybe a little over 100 miles from here, just south of Findlay. But now it's Baldwin Wallace's turn to kick things off to start this second half, as they were shut out in all 6 games here this season in the first half. And now being outscored in the first half, 8-0. The offense for Baldwin Wallace has definitely not gotten on the right track to start off the year. Only 2 goals to account for in these 5 games. They had one against Allegheny last week and one on the road at Denison last Friday. But they also had a draw, 0-0 against Geneva, 0-0. And a 2-0 loss against Kenyon here back on August 31st. And then that 3-0 shutout at Ohio Wesleyan this past Tuesday night. So Waynesburg trying to control the tempo, trying to control the time of possession. They lead by just 1 goal. They want to get a bit higher of a cushion. And out number 24, Gracie Smith, the throw in for Waynesburg. Yellow Jacket on Yellow Jacket. Gracie Smith gets it away. Taking it is Hershey, number 15. Waynesburg trying to control the tempo as they are around that Baldwin Wallace side of the goal. About 2 minutes gone by, and we still have yet to see the ball go on the other side of the floor, go on Waynesburg's side of the field. So the offense for Waynesburg definitely controlling that time of possession. To start this second half, we might see it right here. Baldwin Wallace might be able to get it past midfield, which they do for a little bit, for about maybe 2 or 3 seconds before Waynesburg takes it right back. And now trying to track it down, it is Carver, the goalie. Carver, the goalie, hustles down and gets it for BW. So only 2-3 seconds that Baldwin Wallace has been able to get it on Waynesburg's side of the field. But they get it in this time with number 28, Chloe Kirsten, the freshman from South Elgin, Illinois. So for those of you who aren't too familiar with South Elgin, it is a village in Illinois about west of Chicago. It is in the Chicago area. But a Chicago suburb, South Elgin, coming all the way out here to Cleveland to showcase her talent to not just the Midwest region, but the NCAA around the country. Maybe she can even try to get some good looks when she graduates college. She is just a young freshman, so definitely a long road to travel. And you do have another Kirsten girl from South Elgin, Illinois. That is Sophie Kirsten, so the connection is strong, most likely sisters. Now here comes number 28, Chloe Kirsten. Fortuna's trying to get it for BW. Mittendorf, who has the game's lone goal so far, gets it off to number 29, Jocelyn Stifler. And they kick it right away. Gilchrist gets it right back for the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets. Gilchrist to Smith, now to Moorbacher. Moorbacher couldn't get that angle. Well outside. Now here comes the goalie Carver to take it for BW. 5 minutes gone by here in this second half. On a warm autumn night from George Finnie Stadium on the campus of Baldwin Wallace. A stadium also shared by Berea Mid-Park High School just next door. But now here comes BW. Fortunas kicking it across the field. It's a hustle. It's a track down. And out of bounds, it looks like number 35 for Waynesburg wasn't able to corral it in bounds. So BW gets a chance at it again. Looking to tie it up here early in the second half. That could give them some huge momentum. Both other goals so far this year have come in the second half. But shots saved by Greenleaf. Greenleaf having herself a night with some saves. But compared to the first half of games, Baldwin Wallace has been able to keep it close at least, being outscored in the second half 4-2 throughout the course of this season. Obviously still some work to do as a collision around, maybe around center left. And now here comes Mittendorf. Just a light tap. Trying to get it inside. Oh, Carver at the last minute was able to block it away. Carver with the nice save on the corner angle kick. And that keeps it out of the net. Difference from a 1-0 game to a 2-0 game. That is why you got to have your goalie be crisp and precise like Kelly Carver is doing right now. Just one goal given up tonight by Carver. But once again, the offense for Waynesburg controlling the tempo. It's Abby Googie. The young sophomore gets it off to Mittendorf. Mittendorf trying to get off of Pap. She gets tripped by Pap. Mittendorf a little slow to get up. She's looking for a foul, but she's not going to get it. Carver right there for the save. She just rolls it off away to her teammate. Now here comes Chloe Kirsten. Kirsten able to maintain control of her foot coordination. But now it's Mittendorf once again getting in there for Waynesburg. That was Miracle Hershey getting in the mix, number 15. kicks away, and BW being cornered. Looks like that was Hershey getting in there. It's inside, taken right back by Stifler. Once again, rolling out of bounds. BW ball, BW possession. That was the bump by Hershey. Hershey trying to get it right back. It kicks away. But it looks like they were able to get it off. BW on the defensive end. And that goes out of bounds as Chloe Kirsten will take it in for BW. Now here comes a new sub for Baldwin Wallace. Macy Moskovic, the junior from Davisburg, Michigan, played her high school ball at Clarkston High School. Coming into the mix, subbing in for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. And once again, the ball sails out of bounds. Those tough defensive battles around the sideline, they have been a key factor here tonight. And it looks like that is Moskovic. Shot blocked. Looks like that was Stifler getting the shot block. Chloe Kirsten kicks away. Good kick by Googie. And now it's number 34, Jules Moorbacher. And Carver able to get it right at the goal for Baldwin Wallace. And this is Baldwin Wallace. Consider the fact that they went 7-10-3 a year ago. Actually started off the year 4-1, but definitely a big difference from last year to this year. Just trying to get on a bit of a rebuild, trying to get out of a little slump here a little bit. Kicks away by Moskovic. And out of bounds. Wise decision by Stifler to just let that ball sail. 12 minutes have gone by here in this second half. 33 minutes to go in the game. Number 30, Mittendorf. Now it's number 7, Jesse Jury. So Baldwin Wallace, they've been able to keep it around the corner. And Carver once again to kick things away. She gets it away, but out of bounds. And Waynesburg will have possession. It's Kirsten. Now to Kaylin Rich. Fortunis able to keep it in play as she gets it off to Chloe Kirsten. Now it's Rich. Rich gets a good screen. The screen on Googie, but it's saved by Greenleaf. Greenleaf right there. And she kicks it away. And here comes the throw-in. And you haven't really seen a penalty kick at all here tonight. Both teams only have one penalty kick attempt each early in this season. Oh, but look at that collision. As number 9 for Tunis gets tripped up by number 30, Mittendorf. You've been hearing her name a lot, Mittendorf. But it's not for a positive one this time, as she'll be called for this. And here comes that boot. That was number 3, Ella James. Oh, that was just a very close save by Greenleaf. Greenleaf, it juggled a little bit, but she was able to keep it out of the grasp of the defenders just barely. So Greenleaf, once again, that Clover Greenleaf has come into play. Now it's number 24, Gracie Smith, to inbound the soccer ball to Waynesburg. Good sweep of the leg by number 36, Macy Moskovic. And now it's Gracie Smith. Shot blocked. It's Kaylin Rich. And that was a kick there, trying to get that shot off, trying to get in the goal was Chloe Kirsten, but well out of angle. Looks like that is rolling inbounds. No flag has gone up yet, but the flag finally goes up on the far side of the field on the Waynesburg side. So just under 30 minutes ago here in half number 2, we are actually approaching 29 minutes to go in tonight's contest. Waynesburg trying to go to 5-1. Baldwin Wallace trying to get their first victory of the year, or at least get a chance to get a tie out of it, which would be their third tie in 6 games. And shot blocked there by Gracie Smith. Kaylin Rich trying to get the kickoff to her teammate. And now Eva Messinger feeds it off. Here comes Jocelyn Stifler. Jocelyn Stifler just feeds it to her teammate, her goalie, Greenleaf. It looks like that shot is out of bounds. Last touched here by BW. That kick was blocked partially, but in the wrong direction. Now it's number 13, Pepe. Rolling around, spinning around is number 9 for Tunis. For Tunis, the junior here for Baldwin Wallace. Keep it in play, but a flag goes up. So Baldwin Wallace, coached by Jim Wolkin in his 9th year. It's a BW alum. Has some great soccer accolades. As Jim Wolkin has just been well tenured here on the campus of Baldwin Wallace. He does live in nearby North Olmsted, a St. Edward's grad. But he's also part of the U.S. Soccer Federation and the U.S. Soccer Coaches Professionally Licensed. Also was a state champion on an assistant staff at Bay Village, so definitely knows his soccer. Excuse me, now a BW alum, but a University of Dayton alum, but definitely has his ties to Baldwin Wallace. But he is a Cleveland native, just to fix that confusion. But his daughter, Allison, is a Baldwin Wallace alum. Graduated from BW in 08, so that is where the confusion came from. She was a 3-time All-OAC selection and an academic All-American. So at least one person from the Wilkin family is a BW alum. Wilkin having an accomplished career, a 4-year letter winner at Dayton. That is Jim Wilkin. They kick it away, and it sails out of bounds. So, under 25 minutes to go here in half number 2. As BW trying to tie up the scoring here. They had some good looks, but obviously they need more as this second half progresses. But Lexi Thompson wasn't able to keep it in play. Gracie Smith will inbound for Waynesburg. Waynesburg, under the direction of George DiAugustino. As DiAugustino, currently in his 5th season as the head women's soccer coach at Waynesburg, led the Jackets to their first President's Athletic Conference Tournament victory since 2011 back in 2023. Definitely a part of the up and up here at Waynesburg. Spent some time at Grove City, which is maybe about 20, 30 miles east of Youngstown. But this is definitely a tough Waynesburg team that Baldwin Wallace has definitely been preparing for. Waynesburg to inbound. Kicks away. And sweep of the leg. This is Chloe Kirsten, but right there for the takeaway is Gracie Smith. Chloe Kirsten got the kickoff, but it's taken away. Just really came charging in. That was Gracie Smith. And Gracie Smith, back in her home state. She is from Monroe, Ohio, which is about maybe 3.5 hours from here. It is in the Cincinnati area, north of Cincinnati. Oh, a heavy collision between what appears to be Gracie Smith and number 19, Bailey Olin. That ball will definitely go back to Baldwin Wallace. And here comes that kick away. Now it's Googie, Abby Googie. Gives it right to her goalie, Greenleaf. boots it off. That is a high skyrocket. Good bump on the side. That was for Tunis. And Chloe Kirsten. That was Googie right there from Waynesburg. Right there for the kick. Chloe Kirsten again. Now Elise Papp. Kicks away, and the bump of the head. Looks like Chloe Kirsten trying to get in there. Greenleaf diving in. Driving in on the shot is Greenleaf. That goalie has just been very tough to stop here tonight. Lex Greenleaf. Definitely showing her tough West Virginia roots. She's a goalie that you do not want to face, especially. This is a non-conference matchup, but just around the country, you got to be aware of Lex Greenleaf. Waynesburg playing in the President's Athletic Conference. Baldwin Wallace playing in the OAC. Kick away by Googie. BW trying to track it down. Under 20 minutes to go here in half number 2. Nobody has been able to get on the board here in the second half. As Waynesburg. Let's look at this lopsided scoring. 29-2, they have outscored their opponents in the first 5 games. Now that is up to 30-2 with this one goal here tonight. But 16-1 compared in the first half. That's now 17-1. And 13-1 in the second half. So they definitely have not been playing nice at all. And for good reason. They're a team that looks very hungry, 4-1, 3-0 at home as well. With those home victories against Mount Union, the Rogan, Keystone. And Keystone, back on the 6th, it was a 15-0 shutout where they just only had 73 attempts. So 15 goals on 73 attempts. That is a very good percentage. Over 20%. And their attempts went up a little bit in their loss at Pitt Greensburg, 1-0. They had 97 attempts. But just weren't able to capitalize. They weren't able to get in the goal. So their attempt totals per game just been all over the place. Especially their game at Mount Aloysius. Back on August 30th, where they had 175 attempts. Keeping it away is Mittendorf. Now Lexi Thompson. Feed it off, and a good kick. But Googie right there for Waynesburg, and Greenleaf back to do it again. She just gets it off quickly. In the head bump by number 20, Sophie Kirsten. Lexi Thompson keeps it away. Number 5, Carly Barringer. BW trying to play a little more intense here in half number 2 as Mittendorf gets hit down on the ground around midfield. Ew, a collision. Gracie Smith getting in there. The BW player slow to get up. As it appears to be, I believe that is Bailey Olin. by Ella James, doing the corner kick duties here for Baldwin Wallace. Here comes the corner kick. Trying to bump it inside, but Greenleaf just unstoppable. There is no stopping her tonight. Just always in the right place at the right time. She boots it off. But taken right back by Moorbacher. Moorbacher feeds it to number 3, Alex Delaney. Number 8, Emma Luther. Feeds it off to Sophie Kirsten. Kirsten keeping it in play. Kirsten was kind of dribbling a little bit. Trying to track it down for Waynesburg is Jury. Just over 15 minutes to go in the second half. Baldwin Wallace trying to score, and they need to score now. Googie with a nice little shot block. The ball is kept in play. Try to get another crack at it, but well too high over the goal. So another good look for Baldwin Wallace, but the kick just too far off. Googie. That kick gets kept in bounds, but taken right back by Elise Papp. Well, it's actually number 18 who was in the game for Baldwin Wallace, Sophia Walters, who got tripped up a few moments ago by Gracie Smith. Sophia Walters, the sophomore from Newark. And that was a good head bump by Googie. Thrown in play by Gracie Smith, and Smith couldn't get out of there. It's Bailey Olin. Actually, that may have been Olin who was tripped up a few moments ago by Gracie Smith. But regardless, it's still a 1-0 game. And tonight's game is being brought to you by Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event, and by Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's soccer game on Flow College. As the clock stopped at 13 minutes and 47 seconds. Greenleaf has the ball in her hands. She's trying to get the okay from the officials. Let's take a look at some upcoming schedules. So after tonight's game, Waynesburg will head back home where they will play host to Carlo on Tuesday at 6 p.m. down in Waynesburg. As for BW, Coach Jim Wilkin and his crew will head on the road on Sunday, just 2 days from now. Maybe even 36 hours from now almost. Maybe a little over 36 hours. Or they will travel down to the east side at John Carroll in University Heights at 1 p.m. from Don Sheila Stadium. Definitely going to be a tough east side, west side rivalry here in the Cleveland metro area. And the kick is away, and the clock is officially running again. And Moorbacher getting it away. That kick is up for grabs. They're trying to keep it in play. That is Miracle Hershey. She was trying to save it, but BW possession as she was just not able to get it in time. The goalie to kick it away, Kelly Carver. Here comes some subs coming into the game. And that was Kaylin Rich just trying to feed off of the energy she was trying to get off of number 22, Googie. Sophia Walters gets it in. Good look, but number 20, Sophie Kirsten, wasn't able to get it. She wasn't able to get it in her reach. And now Gracie Smith will take it in for Waynesburg. They just want to keep controlling the tempo, the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets do. Now number 20, Sophie Kirsten, gets it off to Lexi Thompson. Behringer gets it down to the middle. Thompson again. Thompson feeds it. Sophie Kirsten. Kirsten. That kick is away. Trying to get it there for BW. That was number 30, Addison Francis. In a fight down there around the goal, Googie able to get it out. So you're looking at the athleticism of Abby Googie, 5'9", one of the taller girls out here on the field. Moorbacher is the tallest, as well as Kaylee McKinney for Waynesburg at 5'10". At least for Waynesburg, right? You definitely got to be relieved if your coach, George DiAugustino, with that height advantage, that 5'9" height advantage of Abby Googie, can definitely come off as intimidating around that goal. Taken back by Waynesburg's Amanda Sweeney. Amanda Sweeney, the junior from Hagerstown, Maryland. Kick away, Lexi Thompson. A tough defensive battle. Number 30 on number 30, which was Mittendorf on Francis, respectively. Gilchrist now, number 9 for Waynesburg, trying to get off of Thompson. Thompson slides, and Gilchrist falls down to the turf. As we approach 10 minutes to go here in tonight's contest, Baldwin Wallace trying to hope for at least a tie. But crazier things have happened because there's still a lot of time left here in this game. Here comes the corner kick by Mittendorf. That shot was blocked. But Mittendorf getting it right back. Baldwin Wallace getting it right back. Googie getting it right back for Waynesburg. And, ooh, a heavy collision again. Looks like Googie just getting a little bit airborne. As she got down on number 8, Emma Luther. But now the inbound for Waynesburg. Pepe trying to get it. Pepe again. Just trying to bounce it around. Now here comes Mittendorf again, and Mittendorf trying to get her second goal. But good save by Kelly Carver. Keeps it the game. So Mittendorf was knocking on the doorstep. But Carver right there for Baldwin Wallace to make that huge save that could really play a huge factor in the waiting minutes. And a lot of substitutions here for Baldwin Wallace. Coach Jim Wilkin definitely trying to pick up some tricks up his sleeve as we approach 8 minutes. This is number 28, Chloe Kirsten. Steps back and now gets it in play. Gracie Smith right there. She gets a little hopped up. BW right back with it. Chloe Kirsten. Now to Sophie Kirsten. Mittendorf. That shot was taken away by Maria D. Now Greenleaf, the goalkeeper, has the ball in her hands. Just sweeps it off. This is Googie getting it off to Smith. It was a little 2-on-1, and now a fight for it, shot blocked partially. That was Amanda Sweeney. And Gracie Smith getting it right back is Elise Papp. Papp trying to track it down, and Pepe right there. Number 30, this is Mittendorf. That ball's up for grabs, and Gilchrist gets it. Good hemp bump, and Pepe, she has a chance right here, and the shot is off. The shot blocked. Maybe if that shot wasn't blocked, it may have went in the goal. But once again, defense stepping up for Baldwin Wallace. Miracle Hershey gets it back. Pepe trying to get a good angle on it. And that is a save again by Carver. Carver coming up in the clutch when it matters most. The kick is away. Now Googie gets it. That was number 35. Number 35 on the shot. That was for Waynesburg. And I don't want to jump the gun, but that might be Nikki Vicek. She is number 36 on the roster, so just trying to make my best judgment here. Baldwin Wallace gets it back with just over 5 minutes to go. This is crunch time here for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. And the shot blocked again. The shot saved by Greenleaf. And she is the key difference here tonight. Baldwin Wallace has had plenty of chances to get it in the net, but this goalie's saying, no way, Jose. This is number 5, Carly Berenger. It's away. Gracie Smith kicking it out of bounds. Just one goal. They just need one goal here in this crunch time. At least one goal to avoid a loss. To avoid a loss, which would be their 4th on the year. But 0-3-3 sounds a lot better than 0-4-2. As the clock hits 4 minutes in, Greenleaf putting the ball away again. Greenleaf, definitely a veteran. The junior for Waynesburg, the upperclassman. Her leadership skills are really coming up to play and coming up to precision. Expertise is what you can say for that young lady right there. The kick is away by Googie. That ball is bounced up, and Pepe just couldn't get that good positioning. And Mittendorf too high for Mittendorf. She's had some good looks here in the second half. Responsible for this game's lone goal. but good adjustments by BW. It's now number 11, Kaylin Rich, with under 3 minutes to play. Keeping it in play on the kick was Maria D. It's a scruffle for it. 2-on-1 for a little bit, and it goes up. Baldwin Wallace ball. And a good kick up by Amanda Sweeney. Waynesburg playing tighter on defense for what appears to be the final 2 minutes upcoming. Neck and neck in this one-goal game. Can Waynesburg come out on top, or will Baldwin Wallace be able to tie it up here? Shot blocked by a Miracle Hershey. Getting the shot off was for Tunis. But Miracle Hershey, the young freshman, coming in and playing some tough college ball. Definitely a big ask for a young freshman like Miracle Hershey. The ball goes out of bounds. BW, the time is running down. We approach 90 seconds to go here in this second half. It's been a fun one here. As that shot blocked. The flag goes up, and Waynesburg has possession. And the flag does go up. But BW able to keep it in play, but kicked right away. And 1 minute and counting remaining in tonight's contest. Carver with the save. And Carver kicks it away. Desperation time here for BW. And here it comes. This is Sophie Kirsten. Can she get the shot? Can she get this shot? She gets it off to her teammate. Looks like that is number 16, Maria D. And out of bounds. Out of bounds with 30 seconds to spare. And one last heave for Baldwin Wallace, but right there, more than likely to seal the deal is Greenleaf. Taking her time, she gets it away. Now it's 13 seconds here, and the ball goes out of bounds. So 9 seconds. Can they do it right here? Now it's at 5, and take it away. That should just about do it. So, the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets hold off the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets 1-0. A tough defensive stalemate. The second consecutive game where Waynesburg had a tough defensive stalemate, but this time they come out on top. They improve to 5-1 on this young campaign. And they will play Carlo on Tuesday, heading back home to Waynesburg. But what a tough game. And Mittendorf with that lone goal, and as well as Lex Greenleaf with her tough West Virginia roots just really playing hard and very fast and aggressive around that goal for Waynesburg. Those were the two key players in tonight's ball game. Baldwin Wallace had some good looks, but unfortunately, they were held to dry yet again. Kelly Carver's able to save just one goal given up all night. But one kick in the first half and one tough goalie all game just really sealed the deal. But we thank you for listening to Yellow Jacket Women's Soccer on Flow College. Tonight's Yellow Jacket Women's Soccer game has been brought to you by University Hospital's Drzinski Sports Medicine Institute, a proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, and by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. But for now, this is Noah Ricks signing off. Once again, the final score, Waynesburg 1, Baldwin Wallace 0. We thank you for listening to Yellow Jacket Women's Soccer on Flow College.